You know, it's frigid outside. You want to just put your Snuggie on and your warm socks. So today, it's all about hot chocolate and making it look fantastic. It's just what you're craving. For me, hot chocolate is all about creating texture. You really want to create different levels to your hot chocolate that make it look really interesting and yummy and delicious. So one of the keys with hot chocolate, we've all made hot chocolate before, but the thing that's going to set yours apart is keeping it really hot. I love seeing on hot chocolate where the whipped cream kind of like melts into the liquid. It looks all delicious and yummy. So keep your hot chocolate super hot when you go to pour it into the shot. Another thing is you want to have texture, so like different layers of texture that all kind of tell the story of your hot chocolate. So what sets it apart? One thing I love is cacao nibs. They're beautiful. They've got like nice shape to them. And they keep it super visually interesting. So you're gonna want to just like sprinkle those on top. Also love using cinnamon and cocoa powder. The darker, the richer, the better. You can even like sprinkle this on top. You can sprinkle it around on the service in front of the mug. It looks so cool. And then the last thing, you guys, who would want to eat this entire bar? Me. But today we're gonna show some restraint and grate this chocolate. You can use like a microplane just like this, a zester, anything with that really porous surface. And we're just gonna grate the chocolate right into a bowl. So you just grate it fresh, and the darker the chocolate, the better. If you can do like a 72% or even like an 85, it looks beautiful on camera. Some of the milk chocolate kind of like washes out, and you're just gonna grate it up. Just grate it fresh right in your little cup. I'm making a hot mess over here. It looks a bit like a 3-year-old made it, but that's okay. We don't even need this jar. We're just gonna grate it on the paper. Lots of nice chocolate shavings. You're just gonna wanna shave enough so that you can top your hot chocolate and make it look really nice. And this chocolate also looks super cool, like, you know, on the surface around your hot chocolate, kind of nodding to what's inside of it. And yeah, let's do this. All right, guys, I've got my background all set up. So one of my favorite things about hot chocolate is when you see the whipped cream that's kind of melted from the hot, steamy chocolate. So the way that I do that is 2 steps. One step is I take my whipped topping, and this is actually just a commercial whipped topping. So I like to just use the, you know, the whipped topping you get in the plastic container you find in the freezer section. And we're gonna put a little bit at the bottom of our glass so that when I pour the hot chocolate in, it's gonna just sit up on top really nicely. Okay, you guys, our hot chocolate is steaming. You wanna make sure you got that steam going on. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour the liquid in, and be careful. If you can use a vessel with like a little fluted end like that, that makes it easier to pour in. You don't really want to pour in from the actual like saucepan because hot chocolate will go everywhere. I've been on many sets doing that, so just learn from my lesson. Oh, this is looking so pretty. So now we're ready to build on our whipped cream. Here's a little tip to get the perfect swirl of whipped cream on your hot chocolate. This is what I like to do, is take the top of your whipped cream container, and you just want to create like beautiful swirls on here. Let's see if we can build this up. And when you're creating swirls, you want to go from outside in. So build, you know, kind of swirl it out and then go in. Ah, do you see that gorgeous swirl? We're gonna use an offset spatula to actually pick the swirl up and put it on top of the hot chocolate. I love this little trick. I'm just gonna put it underneath, and then we're just gonna gently get that beautiful swirl on top. Pretty. Okay, so you wanna, when you put the swirl on, you want it to be kind of towards the back of the cup so you can see it facing camera. And if you wanna build on top of that, now that you have a base going on, you can actually add a little bit to the top and then do the same kind of swirl effect, create those that pretty little texture. Beautiful. Here's the fun part. This is where you really get to play. I'm gonna start off with the shaved chocolate, just nicely, just a light little drizzle. Beautiful. And then I'm gonna do the cinnamon. Use a little fine mesh sieve. This is a big tip. Whenever you're styling something that's hot and needs to come together fast, keep a tray of all your little goodies right next to you so you can do it really quickly. It helps like with the process. So we're gonna do a little cinnamon on top. Okay, so we got a little too much cinnamon happening on the top of our whipped cream. It happens, it's not a big deal. All we're gonna do is just scrape a little off the top and then build a new little swirl. So I'm gonna take my offset spatula and get a little bit of this off if I can. There we go. Perfect. I'm gonna just take that off the frame, and then we're gonna build another little swirl. Beautiful. And then we're gonna transfer this guy right on top there. Cute. So y'all also have some cocoa powder, and I'm just gonna lightly kind of sprinkle up from top. And then maybe we'll top with some cacao nibs. Like a nice little hint there. Beautiful, and then we're gonna do our mint. So here's a little tip. When you get a big mint plant, you don't want the ginormous like mint leaves that come off the big. You wanna look for the tiny little innermost parts of the mint leaf, the little baby ones, because those tend to look the best. Do you see the difference between these two and then like these giant ones? Like if we were to stick that in our hot chocolate, it's like looks like a mint julep surprise, and we're not making cocktails. So I wanna do a smaller, more delicate little mint leaf and just kind of position them right there. And voila, you have your beautiful hot chocolate. Wait, what? Do I have something in my face?